Cool. So thanks everybody for popping on tonight. I just thought, and it actually came up as a memory for me that here's Amanda now, that we actually had Denise this time last year. And I think it's a really, really great time to get a little bit of extra motivation and just remind us how exciting things are going to get as we go through this period now, where sometimes your brain can get a little bit Christmas mode. So, Denise?
Yes, well, hi everyone. Amanda's here as well. She is your presidential upline, and I am Black Diamond, and I have been on this journey for almost 10 years. It's crazy how fast things go, but I can tell you, we were just talking about blitzing, that 10 years ago, we definitely got that same look here in the States. Like, people would look like we had a third eye, you know? We would say, hey, can I give you a coupon? Have you heard about the wrap before? And they'd be like, what are you talking about? A mummy wrap, a full body wrap, like where you sweat? I don't understand. And we had to educate them on what the wrap actually was and how it was so different from a salon typical mudroom type wrap. This is an at-home spa treatment, and so it's a completely different category. And soon, well, not soon, years, it's like creating a brain cell for it. And that's what makes our product so exciting, is because it's so unique. Like, there isn't anything else like it on the market at all. So we don't have any competition. But because of that, people don't have a brain cell for it. It's like telling a cowboy about a car, right? They're used to driving a horse, They're used to riding a horse 3 days to get to a city, and we're saying, oh, it's going to take you an hour. They're like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. Is it safe? Does it work? And that's similar to what we have here with the wrap. We're creating a brand. We're creating our own category. So people have to develop that brain cell for what it is and how it works and that kind of thing. But I can tell you, once they do, it's amazing. It's seriously been amazing over the past 10 years on how things have just continued to and 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 anymore, especially when you have something that's sizzle and exciting, yet the stability of the greens and then the facial line. I mean, we all know that the skincare line doesn't get enough credit because it really could stand on its own. But I can tell you, I was there where you guys were 10 years ago when people look at you like you're weird. And even still, like I say, in Grand Rapids, about 3 out of 10 people have heard of us. And we've got 3 Black Diamonds here in Grand Rapids. The company started here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it's still not a household name. So I know, and I get excited about the fall because I know what's coming. So I'm just giving you an insider scoop on what I've seen in terms of business trends over the years. So usually our crazy time is January through June, especially right after conference when they have new products, they've got new countries, they've got new crazy promotions that they announce. It really goes bonkers, and people are getting their tax money back. I mean, there's a lot of perfect storm things that happen right around the corner from now. And what I know is that the people who have been planting seeds now, the people who have been really working their business, talking, getting the wrap on people, booking wrap parties, they're the ones that not only are going to see the fruit of their labor now, but also come January, February, March, and into the crazy season. I had a teacher one time tell me, she said, Denise, I'm just going to wait till the summer because I don't really have time. So guess what? The summer came, and she spent 3 months generating leads. And by the time her harvest started, it was September, and she had to go back to school. And I was like, no. This isn't how it works. If you want to be busy in 3 months, you got to do the work now to be planting seeds and booking your calendar and asking for referrals and all of that kind of stuff. So I have, so just so you know, so you're prepared, the January through June usually is when we go crazy. But it's the work that you do now that will dictate how busy your February, March, April will be. Because if you're not planting seeds, now you don't have anyone to talk to. You know what I mean? In order to always be closing, you always want to have new leads coming in that you're following up with. And if you don't have new leads coming in that you're always following up, then you're always closing. And if you don't feel like you've got people closing, then that tells us we've got to consistently be generating more leads, whether it's expos or parties or Facebook or whatever the case may be. Generating more leads, you always have people to follow up with, so you've always had people to close. Well, if you don't have this funnel going, then you're not going to have closing come January through March. So I hope that you guys have been planting seeds, that you have been getting teacher Christmas gifts. I know I've got 5 bags over there full of the Peppermint Bliss pack and hair, skin, and nails and defining gel. I mean, who doesn't want defining gel? Facial stuff. I'm giving all that to the teachers this year. And, we're ready. We're ready. So because of that, we have got several things in the works as a team. We know not only is it like the time of the year that people are really ready for something new. They've done a look at 2016. They're making resolutions. Most of the time, those resolutions are being debt-free or at least in a better financial situation. They are about weight loss. They are about getting healthier. You know what I mean? And so because of our wraps and defining gel and greens and all the things that are coming, like you've got a hot market. You've got a hot market that are looking for something, and they just need something easy to say yes to, which is where follow-up comes in. You know, people are posting about resolutions, or they're posting about like, oh my gosh, Christmas cookies. You can say, hey, we've got something that's going to make you feel better. I honestly, as you can tell, I have a cold that started yesterday. So annoying, but I took 2 scoops of greens today, and I think every teacher needs to be on greens because it helps with your immune system and all that kind of stuff. So just really think about what you want 2017 to look like. Like really, where do you want to be at this time next year? Because you could be in the same place. You could. But I hope not. I hope that you are in a completely different place. I hope that you're able to check things off your dream board over this next year. I hope that you're able to, to not only check things off your dream board, but have teammates that are checking things off their dream board. You're coming to the States together. You're going to Florida. You're experiencing all these, wonderful team trips. You're going to Spain. I mean, I know I was talking to several of you throughout when I was in London. And it's so easy for you to get to all these other countries, and it's so wide open, stinking everywhere that you guys have such you really have the world at your fingertips. So I have never been to London previous to my first trip, which was a couple weeks ago. And I've never been more excited about the international market. Not just because I got to visit for the first time, which was super fun, and it was so easy. I'm totally going to do it again. But I didn't even think I got jet lag. Is that possible? I think I am just I decided I wasn't going to get jet lags. But it was totally easy. Totally an easy trip. But they also have 2 new international corporate staff living in London. Albert, I'm sure you guys have, he's been on all your calls and that kind of thing, right? Yeah, so 21 years of Tupperware, lived internationally, helped them grow internationally, lots of experience. And then Kinsey is Mark's daughter and a friend that for 10 years, and she is feisty. She just gets things done. She is a worker bee, and it obviously has a huge heart for the company. So I'm excited. I'm excited. This is going to be really, really fun. The question that you have to ask yourself is, where do you want to be at the end of this, at this time next year? Do you want to be diamond? Do you want to be double diamond? How much debt do you want to have paid off? What do you want your life to look like? Really create that ideal day and then work backwards. Okay, so if I want to want $10,000 a month, I need to be triple diamond. What do I need to do to be triple diamond? And start setting those goals. Begin with the end in mind. Begin with a clear picture of what you want life to look like, and how much money do you want to be making? Why do you want to be making that money? All that stuff. Get so clear about that, which means journaling, which means writing, which means dream boards, which means all of that stuff you hear us talk about all the time because it works. And then you can go backwards. So, all right, if you want to be triple by the end of next year and you're a distributor right now, then, maybe your goal is to be diamond in March and double diamond in May. and then triple diamond in September. You know, I mean, that could be the way you space it out. And the goal then is just to stay focused in that direction until it happens. So, Melanie, do you have any specific questions for me or anything you were thinking about?
Well, just when you were talking about journaling, actually, so I do a dream board, and I do like a gratitude thing. I try and do it every morning, but possibly not every morning at the moment. But what do you mean by journaling? So what does that look like? Because from a goals perspective, I'm guessing that's quite clear.
Yeah. So what I love about journaling is when you just like write without thinking. Sometimes it's just, so what I, on my Born to Breakthrough series that we've been doing, there's 7 areas of life, and it's personal, financial, health, professional, legacy, which is like contribution, and I forget the others. I'll look it up. But so what we did is we looked at every single area of life, and we wrote out our ideal day. You just write like, all right, I wake up. This is what it looks like. This is what my relationships look like. This is what my finances look like. You know, you're just getting really clear, and you're just writing sentences. It's like stream of conscious journaling, where you're just letting it out, because sometimes we don't even realize until we start giving ourselves permission what we really want. And so getting clear about that is really helpful. I find most people don't know what they want. You know, that's why we're confused and cloudy, or, you know, they're kind of like, you know, they're like in this transition or in this spot where they're like, what should I do next? I don't know. You know, and they're like, that's why they stay there.
Oh.
So the goal with this is to get really clear about what you're really looking for and the quality of life that you want for you and your family. And then you can start moving in that direction.
Yeah, definitely. So those leadership ones, they take place at it's about 1 o'clock in the morning our time.
Yeah.
But there's recordings of those, isn't there?
There is. Yep. If you go to my YouTube channel,
Yeah.
They are there. So the first 2 are already up. There's only 4 in the series. The first 2 are there.
Yeah.
The third one we did yesterday, and I have to upload it. Still, I messed it up, so that means I have to figure out what to do now. I have 2 to put together, so that's why it's taking so long. But so the third one was last night, and then the 4th one is next Tuesday, and it's all about taking action. So, you know, some would say, why are you doing these right in the midst of crazy Christmas and all these parties and all this kind of stuff? But at the end of the day, life's always going to be busy. What I want to do is make sure that as a team, we're getting clear about, you know, we're doing this work now, so we can start really taking action in January. So week 4 is all about taking action, because you could know what you want. You could have affirmations, visualizations. You can be doing all the personal development, which I recommend everybody do consistently. But if you're not actually getting the wrap on people, if you're not actually asking people if they want to join your team, if you're not actually asking them if they want to have a party, then your business is not going to grow. So next week is all about the questions to ask, how to, becoming a professional asker, and continuing to ask for what you want in order to get to where you want to be.
Cool, that's excellent. So that's just reminded. So there's a couple of things. So December, obviously, we've still got the Ruby bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested on your perspective of people joining the business in December.
Well, this is the thing, is they're reflective. Right now, they're reflective. You know, they're like most people that I know that have regular jobs that they don't like. Some people like their jobs, and that's fine. But others don't like where they are. Maybe they have a job they hate, or maybe they have a job and they still are broke, and they, you know, things are happening. This is a reflective time. So they're taking a look at last year, and they're deciding, like, I don't want to be here. I want things to change. So this is December, January is a big transition point in a lot of people's lives, because they're taking that that look back and that look forward. So I think it's a great time for people to get started. They can certainly ask for the kit for for Christmas. They can pre-sell those 4 wraps with their family members. I mean, there's a lot of ways that they can make that money to get started. And I do think that they don't want to wait, because honestly, if you've got anyone that's hemming and hawing or on the fence, we are starting a task force, like an action calendar task force in January. Mm-hmm. And Melanie has been a part of planning that. And this is one of the things that we've never done before as a team, ever. We've got 6 ambassadors on our team alone. And so a lot of times things are kind of broke off into little separate teams, just to keep the community and to be a little bit smaller. But this time we're all coming together and we're doing this action calendar task force. So we're going to launch it right after Christmas, and the actions are going to start on January 1. But you're going to get the best of the best. The movers and shakers of every single team are coming together with ideas, what to post, what to say, what to follow up, accountability, all of that kind of stuff. And again, we've never done it before. So I'm using that as a marketing tool as well. Not only do we have the Ruby bonus, but we have this task force starting on January 1st that we have never done before. And who knows if we'll do it again. It could be way too many people and crazy, which will still be awesome, but for us to manage. But think about it. So I'm using that as a reason for people to close before the end of the year as well, because they want to be in before February, before conference. They want to have their feet wet. They want to know what a customer is, all that kind of stuff. So urgency is key. Urgency is key. And for those that are being reflective and that are looking back at 2016 and they're making a decision that they want something different, we have something for them. So, we're doing them a disservice if we don't offer it.
Hey, Denise, can I add something to that?
Absolutely.
Sorry. I'm driving, so I'm going to not look at you guys. But in addition to, I guess, along with the $500 Ruby bonus, one great thing is we know that big things come out of conference every single year. So come February, we're going to have some big announcements. And if people are signing up now and setting themselves up, getting that Ruby bonus, and they've got the couple months to do that, then they are just leading themselves into whatever's coming out of conference. And if somebody's setting themselves up for Ruby, they're getting that Ruby bonus, they're setting themselves up for Diamond. And if we're lucky enough to have those good bonuses again, then, they're in such a better place than somebody coming in at conference, or coming in at the end of February, or even at the end of January.
I love that, Amanda, because I think sometimes I think to myself, is it better for me that they come on board now? But actually, is it better for them to wait? But with that view, as in actually they're setting themselves up to be able to get the Diamond good bonuses when they come out of conference, that straight away in my mind makes it a benefit to them for them to join, not just for the Ruby bonus, but like you say, that they are really set for when things come out of conference. And I think that's a really good way to speak to people. You feel genuine then in giving that urgency out, I suppose.
Well, it's about them in the long run, like we want people to join our business because it grows our business, but we are here to be helping others and serving others. And like Denise said, if we're not talking about the fact that, they have the opportunity to be somewhere completely different in 3 months, if they're willing to put in that work and do the action task force with us in January, we're really doing them that disservice, and it's not fair to them. So I think that it's an easy way to be marketing it. And it also, I think the task force is going to help us to figure out who it is that wants that good bonus. And not that we know that good bonuses are coming, but something will be coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the good bonuses are right now. Like, you can get the $10,000 good bonus right now. So,
yeah, and it's been double good bonuses the last year.
Yeah, I think they're going to completely surprise us.
I know. And all I expect is something bigger than what we've had in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, something completely different.
It's the perfect storm right now with everything that we've got going on with the breakthrough leadership classes that we're doing right now, and then the task force coming in January, and the good bonuses that are potentially coming, and the $500 Ruby bonus. Like, there's not a better time. I really don't think there is. Just all very good timing.
I know. Well, it's fun. It's fun. So just know if you are getting weird looks when you're blitzing, like that's normal. That's okay. That means you're in front of a trend. That means that you're the pioneer that they named streets after. That means that you're the ones that are doing, this hard work now. So when you go to Spain or Italy and you see a Network Splits card and you look and you're like, oh, they're on my team. Like that's how it happens. There's 3 black diamonds in the entire city of Grand Rapids, in the whole company, and they're all in Grand Rapids. We expect there to be black diamonds in every state, black diamonds in every country, black diamonds in every county. There really is room. Pam says it all the time. There's room for everyone to make $1 million a month in our compensation plan. And I can tell you that's not including good bonuses, because good bonuses are just a carrot. They're a deadline. They're urgency. We made black diamond with 0 good bonuses. Our top spot never had any good bonuses. So just know that the compensation plan stands alone in itself. The bonuses are on top of that. And there's $1 million a month to be made. Like, we've been in this 10 years, and I can tell you I'm probably even more excited than I was back then, because I was a lot more scared. But I know that I didn't work this hard to let another team have Asia or Mexico, or, you know what I mean? Like, we've got a lot of room to grow, and we want to be a part of that.
Definitely. Yeah. And the other thing I was going to cover was the challenge force in January. So that's cool.
Yes.
That's done. I'm really excited about that.
Me too. And I have the list. This is my high tech. I really should use Excel or something cool, but like, this is my list of people who are, we've got a different person doing a product of the day on Mondays. We've got 2 power hours on Tuesdays, one at 1 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. We did that so we could have a UK time. And then one at 9 p.m. Eastern. So 2 power hours on Tuesdays. Those are going to be working. Someone will be leading it and giving you a script or an idea of what to say. But then the power hour is us working together on a Zoom. And there could be a winner at the end. We've done that before, like whoever has the most closes or yeses or whatever the goal is for the power hour. We have someone leading a task for Wednesdays, and then we'll have a virtual party every Thursday. And we are going to do some specific UK times. Cheryl Glue is going to do some specific Australia times. And then we have a task on Friday as well. So because there's so many leaders, like I don't even have a task. I'm going to go in and give some specific trainings each week. But we have like there's just so many amazing rock stars in this group that not only are going to be sharing their tips and tricks, but they're going to be there to answer questions. They're going to be there to cheer you on. They're going to be going live and giving their ideas for the day. There's just, when you get like these heads together in one room, amazing things happen. So I'm excited because I think, like Amanda said, this is really going to show us too who really wants it, because some people are going to join the group and do nothing. Let's face it. They're not going to, they're going to join it. They're going to look at it and be like, and they're not going to do anything. And then they're going to wonder why their business doesn't grow. And then there's going to be people that join it and not only do all the tasks, but they engage in the power hours. They're taking action. They're learning. They're using this once in a lifetime opportunity to get to know other people, to hear other stories, to mingle with all these different sidelines, which will help you in the long run. So I think it's going to show us who our rising stars really, really are. And that tells us who to stay connected with and work closely with in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, as I say, we've just done this 20-day challenge, which Fee put in place, which I think she got that from somebody who she met on the cruise. And for me, it just cements that whole thing of when you get these different brains together, how you get these ideas that really take off. And
we know that as It Works grows, we all win. Period. Because as It Works grows, even if they're not on your team, that's helping that like 7 to 12 times in people's mind where they're creating a brain cell. So as It Works grows, like we all are winners at what's going to help everybody. And so when you get to know other people that are at the same level as you in terms of how long they've been in the business, or, it creates a relationship I love going to coffee with Debbie Sasek, who signed up similar time as me, because we can brainstorm and be like, okay, what are you doing? Da, 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 and then go back to our teams and implement or whatever. And so it's just a powerful relationship to have. So when you're in this task force, you guys absolutely do the tasks, absolutely plug in as much as you can, but also get to know other people within it. Ask them questions, engage, make sure your name is seen in the group so people start to know who you are, because that's going to help you in the long run.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just reading, so Emma's on mute, but she was just saying that she can remember the first task force that Amanda did when she first joined. And I know it really did take us out of our comfort zone, because I can remember Emma doing a little song. I think it was UI, wasn't it, Emma? And she did a little song. It was so cute.
I can't forget that.
No, it was the cutest little song ever. But it's all about, it was a poem, that was it, yeah.
Kirsty, it's not full. The task force action calendar thing that we're doing is not full. We haven't even started. So my plan is after Christmas, I'm trying to not be too overwhelming to everyone. So after Christmas, like the 26th, I'm going to send out an application link, and everyone, the goal is that if you want to participate, you're going to fill out this application so we can read it, and it has, questions on it. And then we'll add you to the group after that. So we'll add you between Christmas and New Year's to the group to start January 1. The thing that is full is our transformational challenge. So this is a whole other thing we're doing, but I may do one on the Game Changer page, just so you know, which is my new distributor training page, because on our Double Diamond page, it got filled up really fast. But what this is, and you guys can duplicate it, is we are doing, we have 15 coaches. We've never done this before either. So this is what you do, is you brainstorm and try it out and see how it works. And so that we have 15 coaches, and each coach is responsible for 15 members of their team. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pair the coaches up. So there's going to be 3 coaches per team. So the team will essentially have, 40 some people in it. But the reason for that is because some people will drop out. So we have to kind of have bigger teams. And then we'll have a big event page for that, where we're going to talk about, this is all about using the products and experiencing your own personal body transformation. So we are going to do Sunday weigh-ins and pictures, and we're going to use the products. And we're not even going to specify which It Works products they need to use, because everybody's a little bit different. You can recommend the greens, the wraps, and the gel, because we're also going to be talking about eating, which is 80% of it anyway, as we all know, and working out and all of that. So we've got in this specific, so anyway, then throughout the month, we've got those weigh-ins and accountability. And what I get excited about is that there is a team win. Like one team wins. So not just one person from each team, but the team with the overall transformation wins. And there may be like a few other winners throughout. All I know is that I like to win. And if our team can win, like that holds me accountable. I don't even know what we win. I just win bragging rights. Like I don't even care. But I think that that's really fun, because what I noticed is that some people will give up on themselves way easier than they'll give up on their teammate. So if they know that their progress impacts another team, like another teammate, the overall team, then my hope is that we'll all stick to it a little bit more. So that's what we're starting January 1st too. It's called the Transformational Challenge, Worldwide Transformational Challenge. Nick is a Double Diamond in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he's leading it up. So, and because it got so full, I may run a separate group that's, just duplicating what we're doing, but we'll see. We'll see.
That sounds really good.
And what to change.
Yeah, I've wrote it down. I'm thinking how if there's any way we could duplicate that in the UK.
Yeah, well, I think you definitely can, because as we know, the food part is a huge piece of any sort of transformation. The supplements are are like 20%, if that. Even like working out is 20%. It's really all about the food. You know, I'm working out the same as I was during my bodybuilding prep. I'm taking the same supplements as I was during the bodybuilding prep, but I'm not eating the same. And I've gained, you know, the 15 pounds back that you never want to stay so lean that's too lean. But anyway, it's all the eating. The eating is what it is. So with that being said, I definitely think you guys could do something like that with greens defining gel and the wraps.
Yeah, I can say with doing Whole30 earlier this year, I lost 15 pounds in 14 days, and that was no working out whatsoever. It was 100% food. And I was able to add in our supplements after, and the wrap was perfect for it because it tightened everything back up. So, you know, I think that with doing this kind of challenge, if we're coaching people on the proper nutrition and adding in the greens for you guys for proper nutrition, that just jumpstarts it even more. And then they're going to need the products. They're going to really need the wrap and the defining gel.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be a fun thing.
Well, once you have, so one of the reasons Nick is so funny, well, he's not, he's awesome, but he's a personal trainer, and he like loves our products, like loves them, like because he knows about it. You know, me, I love what it does for me. I love how I feel, you know, but I don't necessarily get the science or know the ingredients as much. He like gets the science and knows the ingredients, and he just like can go on and on about the quality of our products, you know, the how they benefit you. I mean, he just loves them. And so we know that when people have before and after pictures, or when they really get to know our products, they will fall in love and feel just as passionate. So, you know, the more you are able to have your own before and after pictures. So what he's excited about is that he's requiring so many loyal customers, like 10 loyal customers per team. So it's not just distributors doing this, it's loyal customers as well, because he's like, they're all going to sign up as distributors after this. They're all going to see such a transformation, but they're also going to see how much fun we're having, how the community that we have, you know what I mean? All of that kind of stuff. And he's like, they're all going to upgrade.
Yeah, that's brilliant. My brain's in overdrive now as to how we can use that.
I know, it's exciting.
Yeah, it is,
We have a
definitely.
coaching meeting tomorrow. So again, we've never done this before. We're just brainstorming. Nick did one himself with his own team, but knows that the more numbers you have, sometimes that creates a little more excitement.
Yeah.
And we are going to open it up again. The goal is to do another one in February. So we'll do this and then open a new one for February. It's the plan, as long as it works.
Brilliant.
And that call tomorrow, Denise, is on the Double Diamond page, right? The link. So if Mel wanted to grab it, or Emma, or Naomi.
Yep. Yep. If you
Cool.
all the call information for the coaches Zoom is on the Double Diamond page. So feel free to pop on if you want to listen in. It's at 1 p.m. our time. So that's 6 for you, I think.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. Well, that's great. Thank you.
Yay. So did any of you guys have any questions or anything you're thinking about? All right. Well, just know that you're at the right time, the right place, the right team. We're excited for you. We are here for you. Please reach out to Melanie, to Amanda, to myself. If you need anything, when you need anything, plug into as much as you can as you learn on this journey. And I'm excited to see where you are at this time next year, because I know that I'll be in a different place, and I'm excited about it. And I hope you're with me.
Definitely.
Owen, is there anything you want to say? No. We made cookies today. I took him to a cookie class, and he made cookies all by himself.
Good job, Owen.
Yeah. Do you see Miss Amanda down there? Yeah. One time we did a Zoom with Bailey's team. Amanda's our cousin, so we see Amanda quite a bit.
There's Kellen sleeping, Owen.
Aww.
We'll sleep on our way home.
Super cute. All right. Well, thank you guys. Have a great, great night. And I can't wait to see you in the task force and beyond.
And Merry Early, guys.
Yes.
Say that again. Sorry, babe.
And Merry Early Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
We're only 4 days away.
Not long now. Oh, bless. Thanks very much for your time, Denise and Amanda. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a good night.
Cool. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.